Welcome to ASMR News. I am your host, Tay. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to be taking a look at some ASMR triggers that will give you tingles, triggers that will calm you and relax you, and triggers that might even help you or make you fall asleep. So stay tuned for that. But first, what is ASMR? You might be asking yourself, or you might be thinking. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. So what it basically means is if you hear a certain sound or you see a certain visual, it might give you a tingling sensation in the back of your head all the way down your spine. Some people might even experience these tingle sensations in their arms and their legs. It has been reported that some maybe even feel it in their toes. However, it has been concluded that while these tingles are an amazing sensation, there are some people who don't experience tingles, but instead they just feel very at peace. It's almost like meditation in a sense. So before we dive in to these wonderful ASMR triggers, why don't we head on over and check in with Weather Tay to see how the weather here in Illinois is treating us in the month of March. Weather Tay, to you. Well, the weather outside, unfortunately, it's very cold, wet, and rainy. So back to you. We're going to head on inside now. Oh, wow. Am I glad to be inside. Thank you, Weather Tay, for braving the cold, the wind, and the rain, for giving us that weather update. Okay, shifting gears. Let's say you are having a bad weather day as well. Now is the perfect time to check out these ASMR triggers. So first up, we have a trigger that could potentially give you tingles. Now that was certainly something, wasn't it? Did you get tingles? Now let's go ahead and look at an ASMR trigger that is for helping you relax and for comfort. Are you ready to relax? I am here to calm your mind, calm your body, and help you relax. We're just going to take a moment and we're going to ground ourselves. So, as you're sitting, I want you to feel whatever you are sitting on and acknowledge what you are sitting on. For example, I am sitting on a soft blanket on a chair. Part of grounding is just recognizing, being aware, and bringing our attention to one thing at a time. Next, I want us to take a deep breath in. Ready? And let it out slowly. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that again. Ready? I like to close my eyes. And we're going to do some hand motions because these are quite calming and relaxing and comforting. We're just going to acknowledge that we are in this moment. When you take a deep breath, you have to make sure that you are not lifting your shoulders. Your shoulders should not lift when you take a deep breath. Well, your body is going to adjust a little bit, but what you're actually going to do is fill your belly. Okay, so ready? See that? So if you're going like this, you're creating tension. We want to release that tension, not create it. So fill that belly. Very good. Okay. How are we feeling now? A little better? I told you I'm here to help you relax. So the other cool thing about being relaxed is sometimes we're not sleepy, we're just almost at peace. Just, sometimes that helps too. Just whatever works for you. I want you to do that, okay? Another thing that helps with stress, decompression, and tension are hugs. I think hugs are very important. Would you like a hug? Just a friendly hug. Come here. There. See? Even better. You are very special. You are so loving, so kind, so generous and sweet. I am so grateful to have you in my life. Thank you for being here with me today. It means the world. I must say, I do feel quite relaxed and comforted after that one. What about you? Are we all settled in nicely? This is probably the only news that is almost enjoyable. Lastly, I think it's time to end this news broadcast for the day with a trigger that could help you fall asleep. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Welcome to reading you to sleep. Catch a little rhyme. Once upon a time, I caught a little rhyme. I set it on the floor, but it ran right out the door. I chased it on my bicycle, but it melted to an icicle. I scooped it up in my hat, but it turned into a cat. I caught it by the tail, but it stretched into a whale. I followed it by boat, but it changed into a goat. When I fed it tin and paper, it became a tall skyscraper. Then it grew into a kite and flew far out of sight. We'll do this one. Mary Indoors by Illinois Farjian. Aren't you coming out, Mary? Come out, your eyes will tire. Oh, let me be. Please, please, said she. I want to read by the fire. What are you reading, Mary, that keeps you in? Oh, wonderful things of knights and kings with their heart's desire to win. Look out of the window, Mary. The blustering day is bright. Come fight the wind with us and find the sun on the hilly height. Come on out of it, Mary, and win your heart's desire. Oh, let me please, please, she said. I want to read by the fire. Little talk. Don't you think it's probable that beetles, bugs, and bees talk about a lot of things? You know, such things as these. The kind of weather where they live in jungles tall with grass, and earthquakes in their villages whenever people pass. Of course, we'll never know if bugs talk very much at all, because our ears are far too big for talk that is so small. Okay. A boy's prayer. Give me clean hands, clean words, and clean thoughts. Help me to stand for the hard right against the easy wrong. Save me from the habits that harm. Teach me to work as hard and play as fair in thy sight alone, as if all the world saw. Forgive me when I am unkind, and help me to forgive those who are unkind to me. Keep me ready to help others at some cost to myself. Send me chances, do a little good every day, and so grow more like Christ. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you are by now fast asleep. Sorry. Well, that really worked. I have to admit, wow, I was not expecting that. Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in to ASMR News. I am Tay, signing off.